Welcome to our Divine Origin Forum. Tonight's topic is Higher Truth. Please remain muted as we start with an opening prayer. We call the benevolent beings of light, archangels, and ascended masters to guide and inspire us during this forum. Our forum's vision is to bring the understanding, tools, discipline, and support for those seeking to enter the straight and narrow path, the road less traveled, that will lead us along effectively and steadily through the ascension process. Integration of the human experience with our divine origin is moving us full circle to achieve our divine potential. So be it. We thank you for answering the call from on high to attend the forum. Let us join our hearts and minds in preparation to receive the blessings offered. We ask you to release your day from your mind and center yourself. Breathe in deeply and release. Breathe in deeply and release. Take one last deep breath and release. Now relax the tension in your body and your mind. Now bring your full attention to the form. Be fully present in order to receive and fully retain the discourse gifts. This is not recorded.
The Sophia stage, it for those of you that feel so deeply when you see people hurting, that's an empath. You feel people's pain. You are actually suffering with them because you have such a sense of open heart. However, those of us that love that much, at first we were taking on everything. We were feeling it and trying to save them and take over everything so they don't have to suffer. We do it with our kids, we do it with our friends, we do it with people that are in our life. But once you reach the Sophia stage, you no longer do that. You literally know what's going on. You send light into it. You bless it. You advise of how you work through the same issue, and you don't take it on anymore because we do that. We tend to do that until we get it. It also takes a lot of understanding of universal truth, and that's what we've been practicing here, learning how to deal with our emotional responses or reactions to other people that are in our world. It's just such a interesting and true short video that we really need to uh, listen to again if you want to. And also, what I'd like to say is this: those three stages that he listed are actually stages of evolutionary growth, the ascension. Because you start out in just survival stage, you go to the next one, and then the intellect, and all of that is stages to teach you and give you the opportunity to reach the highest stage, which is the Sophia stage. Thank you.
Okay. Now this is not recorded. And Barbara, can we please have your discourse?
Absolutely. Higher truth is the topic tonight, and I hope that you get to listen, make some time to listen to that recording again, because it is so deep and so real and so absolutely true, because this is the journey of the soul. The ascension is every moment of experience and knowledge that you gather in this world of form. And as you move very slowly through each experience that you have, Do not judge it. Stop doing that. You don't have bad days. You only have experience. That's what you have. And in that experience, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, it is serving you to move forward in your understanding of energy. Energy is all that there is. You're vibrating at a certain energy frequency so that we can see you, so that you can see yourself. But that's not you. That's not the totality of you. You've taken on many different bodies, many different experiences. And what you wrote for this lifetime, it can be it can be finished, or you don't have to finish it. But that means you have to continue until you get it, until it becomes absolutely known, understood, and mastered. The video tonight was telling you that everything that Jesus said and did was truly teaching us the truth behind the words of what we've been taught in the mainstream 3-4D world. We listened to it and believed it to be what they were explaining, that we had to follow these rules in order to be worthy of being accepted into a heavenly state. But what this video explained in detail was that none of that was true. It was a political way of dealing with what he said, because it wasn't going to be able to be an institution if everybody understood the real truth that he came to tell. He was on every continent. He was known by all people everywhere I went: Australia, Alaska, India. Everywhere I went, they did know Jesus. The Hopi Indians, when we stayed there, my travel group, they told us he showed himself to them. He appeared to them, and he taught them. And I got to hear the stories from the royal family of the Hopis, and the other people that traveled with me understands exactly what we experienced. When I tell you that he was a man, but he was the first man in our generation to reach the level of consciousness and frequency that he did. He was able to speak with authority about what he learned, what he knew, and that's why he was the one that everyone in the world knows he existed and he was here. But the political side of this world tried to kind of wash him out and make him little and not very important at all. And in other institutions, they kind of claimed him as their own, but he belonged to us. He came to this generation who I'm looking at right now. He came to us and he told us what we needed to know and do, but we didn't understand then. We had a lot to do to clean up house and do all the things to learn more about the use and misuse of energy. But now we're ready. We're awake. We're aware. If you would just know that you are worthy, that you are ascending, that everything that happens is bringing you to the next level of mastery. For those of you suffering with conditions physically, do not think that in any way that you're not ascending, that you're not getting anywhere. You are given another opportunity to show your mastery of healing yourself. Jesus did tell us Healer, heal thyself. He did not say go to the doctor and get healed. There are times when you do need medical care, but yet that's not the only way to do it. You also do your work, your light work on yourself. You tell yourself to heal you. You speak to your body. You do what you need to do to heal yourself. Our physical body, there was a priest that I had met. Actually, he was a minister, he wasn't a Catholic priest. And he said to this man who had a lot of physical problems, that's your sin showing on you. And I stood up with I couldn't help it. And I said, that is not true. That is not sin. That is his opportunity to heal. And afterwards, I got a lecture that the minister told me that I was wrong. I should never speak like that again. And I left that church because he was misinforming the people. And I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with church for the fellowship, for those that are benefiting from whoever the minister is or the priest. If they're giving you a sermon that lifts you up, uh, nobody should stop going because it's a church. That isn't the point of the video. The video's saying on a personal level, you need to do this work and understand this on your own. You need to realize who you really are and have church as a inspirational place to go if that's what you're experiencing. If you're not, if you're just going for the fellowship, that's fine too. It's a lonely world. It can be very lonely. So I understand that as well. However, that doesn't stop you from understanding the higher teaching, the higher truths that we are learning here, where you can do so much for yourself and transform your life, where you will go out in the world and everything will be just opened up in pure liquid gold in front of you, and everything works smooth and easy to manage. Every need is taken care of, and even your wants when they're aligned with your needs. Yes, this is all a lesson. Every single moment of our life is a lesson to take us to the next level of understanding. You are God in expression under the personality and the consciousness that you have developed. Your higher self is really who you are, this God energy in the world. And when you realize that with God, all things are possible. Of myself, I can do nothing, is a true statement. When I tried to do things that wasn't on the list today, according to uh, my my daily routine that is written already, I struggle. Everything just doesn't work out. And then I say, okay, I'm not supposed to be doing this. And I stop and I go along with what I know I need to do. If your life is a struggle at any moment, at any time, no matter where you are or what you're doing, sit down and just breathe. Get back in alignment with what you were supposed to do, because the universe arranges for you to be exactly where you need to be, with who you need to be, and what you need to be doing. It is the way it is. And if you fight it, you're delaying a wonderful experience, whether you want to name it that or not, that you were to have that day so that you could take care of some unfinished business, or maybe just to be an asset to somebody, or maybe to be praying for someone and healing light being given to a person who didn't have enough energy to do it for themselves. When you start looking at yourself and feeling and knowing without any question that this is who you really are, not this limited being that our brain tells us, or our ego's so blown up thinking we're already finished. And there's quite a few people that get to a comfort zone and they stop dealing with their spirituality. They just want to have fun. That's okay. Nobody's going to judge it, but you best be thinking about judging it yourself to make sure you stay on track because the clock is ticking and the door will close. This is your opportunity in the next very short period of time. Some say 2030, some say 2032, all the way to 2035, I've even heard. I'm just saying I want to get on the early date just in case I don't want to miss that gateway because it's the most important moment of our life. It is. And there's only one moment in your life, one moment you're living. There's no yesterday and tomorrow, and there's just one moment playing out, and everything that you learn in that moment is the blessing that you give yourself. Don't wait for people or the world or God or any of the beings of light to fix it for you. You are God in motion. You've got to learn it and use it. Okay? I'll continue this discussion on the other side of segment 2. And I want to thank you for listening this evening. For those that are listening on YouTube, I want you to know that you can listen to the video and the song and the quote, short videos mostly now, on Our Divine Origin on YouTube. Look for the dove outline in white on in a purple box or circle. Also, you can go to our website, ourdivineorigin.com, and there's a lot of good stuff there. All right. So God bless all of you that are on tonight. This topic is very important. Every week, we're going to build upon this magnificent learning experience. So when you miss a week, please, if you can't be here on, please go to YouTube and get the evening off of the YouTube. Watch it. Okay, because you don't want to miss a week because it's one of the stepping stones that you don't want to miss. Okay, thank you very much. And Shelley, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Barbara. And Christine, can you stop the recording?
So the song, God of Wonders, let me tell you, as I'm singing that in my heart, I know who is God, and I know the Lord is with me. There is a Lord of your being. Jesus said, I will send the Comforter. That was the Comforter, the Lord within you, the Christ within you. It's a state of being, not a person. Jesus showed us this, but we've got to get it. We've got to get it. Everything you need is inside you, not out there, not out there. Heaven exists inside you when you finally know who you are. Thank you for listening.
Okay. And Barbara, may we please have your closing statement?
Mm-hmm. So, higher truth is the topic tonight. And after segment 2, when I hear what people talk about, how it affects them of what we spoke about this evening, I just want everybody to be very, very clear on what I just said before the recording went on. Your life is a reflection of where you are in frequency. That's what your life is showing you. If you believe that you're not worthy, then nothing is going to happen. You can pray from now until eternity for something. It won't happen unless you're in the frequency that will receive it. If you think you can't be healed, well, guess what? If you think that you don't deserve to have a beautiful home or enough money to pay your bills, then guess what? We have to be responsible for what we think. And sometimes we don't even say it out loud, but in our head, we hear it. And when we hear that, that's the time to fix it. If you know that you said, you know what, I can't do this. I'll never be able to, or I'll never have that. Well, guess what? You just wrote yourself the script. You can change everything from what the divine plan was into a plan that is not really yours by thinking that you can't, or you won't, or you're not worthy, or you don't believe. Don't let your head get in the way of your heart. Let your heart be free to receive the blessings that are showered upon you day and night. And if you don't open your heart to receive it, it can float around you for the rest of eternity, and it cannot penetrate that block that you set up. Do you see? Do you understand that? It's all up to us. Every morning that I do my prayers, I say thank you for the abundance. I open my heart to receive you. Everything. Why? Why? Because the abundance is not about money. It's about the joy. It's about being able to understand life. It's about loving another person or animal, or feeling that somebody needs you and you can be there for them. It's the abundance of empathy and love. That's abundance. Everything else comes with it. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else gets added unto you. You see, once you get it, that's when everything just floats to you. Until you get there, you're blocking it with all these thoughts about, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Unfortunately, my poor Charlie does not get it. And he constantly says, I can't do it. I can't. I said, Charlie, that's exactly what's going to happen now. He goes, oh, stop with that. I said, no, you keep creating it by what you're saying. It's true. I watch it. I see it. I've experienced it. My whole purpose in your life was to go through hell and high water so that I could understand why it happened. There's others here that went through hell and high water as well. And why did it happen? So that I would learn from it, so that I could clean it out of my system, so that I could be purified in the fire. Purified in the fire. Everything was fire burning me until I put out that fire by letting go. Right in that video, did you see what it said? It said, let go of all your anger, and you saw somebody purging. You must get rid of the old stuff. You are not who you used to be. You don't have to be that person, but you have to choose to be the person you want to be, and then act it out. Become it. Make it your daily visual to get yourself in alignment with what you want your life to be. Be the powerful, magnificent master that you have the potential to be in this world. Because believe me, if you think somebody else is going to do it for you, they're not. They can't, because it's karmic on them. They didn't come here, especially the ascended beings. They know better because they take away your opportunity to learn from the situation. Save me, God. I used to do that all the time. Get me out of here. I can't stand it. They're so mean here. I don't like it. Yeah, well, sorry, kid. You're right where you're supposed to be. Oh, no. We're all Alice in Wonderland. And this Wonderland is really, I wonder. But it is exactly showing us all of the combination of all the thoughts and all the fears and all the angers are playing out right in front of us because the light coming in at the degree that it is, at the frequency that it is revealing it to us. It's making it seen and known. Before we didn't see it or know it. Now we do. And it looks like, oh, hell's breaking loose. Well, it's always been there breaking loose. We're just here to bless it. Don't get tangled in it. Don't let it take your energy or frequency and lower it. No matter what you're going through, you tell your higher self, we're going to fix this. I have such an attitude. We're at the doctor's office and he goes, and this isn't one I normally have any issues with. He says, you're a tough customer. I don't even want to ask you that can I check this? He says, because I know your answer. I'm fine. I don't need you to do that. And I said to him, I have never said that to you. Where did you get that from? He talked to Dr. Baran. My heart doctor, who always says to me, are we going to be at war today or are we going to get along? And I said, it depends on what you tell me I have to do. You have to be a warrior for the light. You have to be strong and confident in your ability to do whatever you need to do. And when you're done here, you're out of here. Where are you out of? This frequency. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. But your consciousness will lift you into a higher dimension and you will see things differently and you will experience things differently because 3 and 4D is not exactly what I call the party time. It can be sometimes. Yeah. John's birthday was the other day. I bet you they partied. And oh, I got a message. I'll tell you later. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so each one of you, please learn from this with the from the depths of your soul. Accept the fact that you are not limited. Nobody can take anything away from you that you're not willing to give. You can fix anything in your life because you're not a victim. And we have to start taking our power back and stand strong. And our convictions, the things that we believe in, hold true to it and don't let anybody take that away from you. Because people have all their opinions they throw at you all the time because they think they know better for you. They might mean well, but if they don't resonate with what you feel inside your own heart, don't buy into it. Just thank them for their opinion and move on. But love everyone just the way they are. Just the way they are. They don't have to be nicer. They don't have to be kinder. They don't have to be anything. Because if they're not nice and kind, there's some kind of frequency glitch in us that's having this experience in our life. Otherwise, we only experience ourselves as the beautiful, loving being that we are. Got it? Makes sense? Feels good? All right. So I'm going to close here because I want to go into the planetary visualization. I want to thank you all for being on tonight. Every video, every discourse, and every closing statement is now on a stepping stone, a platform that's going to build on itself. It's always been since the first day we ever had a forum. but they're the deepest information that we need to get until we're actually living it is what you're going to get every week now. It's going to be building upon itself. But if you don't do your work and if you don't get over the things that are holding you back, it's going to feel like you're getting what? Nowhere. It's just going to be things you're going to learn, but you're not going to live and experience. That's the key. You must realize that if you don't keep up with the emotions and the mental attitude that we have developed and where some of us are stuck in, we're not going to feel the peace that passes understanding that is available to everybody. Every word Jesus ever really said is true. Everything he said. You really want to see the Aramaic Bible or the Ethiopian Bible because that didn't change the message that he was trying to give. The Philip and the Thomas um, chapters that are missing and not saying what they really said are in the Ethiopian and the Aramaic. And it's very, very powerful. These are the teachings we're listening to right now. The Gnostics knew it, and that's why I love to play a lot of their stuff. This one wasn't from them, but this was very powerful. So, on that note, I'm going to close and wish you a wonderful week. It is going to build in frequency here on the earth, so don't expect things to kind of calm down. And if you might not have noticed yet, time is even speeding up more than it was before. And you're going to feel a little overwhelmed if you try to do too much in a day. So please kind of taper yourself down, temper it down so that you're not pushing yourself really hard because your body is going through so much energetically to keep up with the frequency that's coming into the planet. And if you overwhelm yourself with a lot of incidentals and programs and running here and running there, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it big time. Okay? So always center yourself into your 0 point and follow the day's plan that was written out in your own divine hand, and you will be just fine. If you're struggling with anything, you know you're off track, and get yourself back on track because that's where you really want to be. So, with all my heart and love, I say thank you, and let's do the prayer together. This is the 8th day that we were doing this, from the 1st to the 8th. I guess it's longer. And tonight we're completing that. You can continue to do it every night if you like to. I hope you've been doing the planetary every night at 7 or whenever you got a chance. Once I had to send it back to 7 o'clock, and but it happens. All right. So thank you. And after the recording is done, I'll give you an update on Greg.
Okay. All right. So now we will do the closing prayer. I will read the closing prayer. Please remain muted. We are deeply grateful for this forum. We thank those in attendance for your attention, for your wonderful questions, comments, and stories that touched our hearts and opened our minds to new possibilities. Our collective energy has filled this forum with light and love for each other. We are so grateful that each of us brings guides and angelic beings to the forum, raising our frequently ever higher. We are grateful for the assistance, inspiration, and guidance from the benevolent beings overseeing the forum. Know we are all deeply loved and richly blessed. So be it. Okay, we invite you all to remain for the 10-minute prayer before saying goodnight to each other. We will be closing the evening with the planetary prayer as our collective call for the light to bless every kingdom upon the earth, to create a new heaven and a new earth. The words are on the screen. to uh, help you recite the beautiful prayer. Okay. Christine, please start the planetary prayer.
So let's sit nice and tall in our seats, our feet on the ground. Straighten up your spine. Let that light be able to move nicely through your body. Feel your feet on the floor. Call up that light into your feet, up your legs, the trunk of your body, your arms, hands, up your neck and in your head as it loops back down into the earth, through your body, out the soles of your feet in a continuous flow. Let's begin setting everything into motion. I call for the divine Christ radiance to surround me, hermetically sealing around me. Nothing but love can penetrate this seal of divine light. I call for the divine light to enter my crown directly from source, moving through every atom, molecule, cell, and energy within my body and fields. The flow of divine light moves through my body into the earth, out through the soles of my feet, continuing in a steady flow and building in potency. I ask my higher self to connect my heart with the other prayer warriors all over the world, to create a unified effort as one mind, one heart, one intent. I call to the benevolent beings of light for their assistance. I ask my higher self to add power to the words of this planetary visualization. Now let us rest in the divine light, concentrating on our breath and on the light flowing. Let it clear your mind, breathing in the divine light and hold it. Now breathe out the divine light. Breathing in the divine light, hold it. Now breathe out the divine light. One last time, breathing in the divine light, hold it. Now breathe out all the divine light. Extending your arms, turn the palms of your hands to face each other, about a foot apart. Visualize the earth and her atmosphere between your hands. The light will begin to flow into your hands and into the earth and her atmosphere. You'll feel it flowing. Let us call in the divine light. I am calling the violet ray as violet fire to flow directly from source into the earth's atmosphere, penetrating into the earth's surface all the way through to the core in a steady flow. I am calling the divine Christ radiance to move through my body, out through my hands and heart. The divine light is pouring into the earth's atmosphere, penetrating the surface and continuing to the center of the planet in a steady flow, blessing the earth in divine light. Now let us direct the divine light with authority. I am directing the divine light into the planetary grid lines, the electronic grid and meridian lines surrounding the earth, the ley lines crisscrossing the earth, repairing and charging these lines as the divine light moves in a continuous flow. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the kingdoms represented on earth and all life within each kingdom, the elemental, plant and food chain, the animal kingdom, human kingdom, angelic kingdom, and all kingdoms known and unknown. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the dimensions of the earth, penetrating these dimensions and all life within each dimension. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the waters of the earth, on the surface, under the surface, in the atmosphere, and all life within these waters, purifying the water as God intended in the beginning. I am directing the divine light to penetrate all land masses, the continents and islands of land upon the earth's surface, and all life living upon the surface and under the surface. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the cities, towns, and communities upon the land, and all life living within inhabited locations on the earth. I am directing divine light to penetrate all of humanity on earth, every man, woman, and child incarnated on earth, lifting them in the light, awakening and ascending ever higher as divine source intended from the beginning. I am directing the divine light to penetrate all species of animals on the land, flying in the sky, all organisms and elementals on the surface and beneath the surface of the earth. I am visualizing the benevolent beings of light upon the earth, assisting all humanity, showing us the way, guiding us, assisting those awakened, and embracing those just awakening, leading humanity to a higher reality and to bring the concepts of a higher order of divine love for yourself and others. Now breathing deeply, taking in the entire picture of all that you have visualized, marveling as you help create a new heaven and a new earth, filled with divine light as divine source intended from the beginning. Let us express our gratitude. I am thanking the benevolent beings of light for their assistance and guidance. I thank my higher self for giving power to my words, manifesting my divine vision. I thank the divine light for its steady flow of purity to all creation. I thank Mother Earth for providing all of our needs from her abundance and beauty. I thank the angels in every color of the rainbow for their daily assistance and blessings. And I thank our divine source for all of creation. Concentrating on your hands as that light is pouring into the earth. And now place your hands upon your heart and feel the divine flow of light, giving thanks for being of service to our divine source. Now rest your arms, press your feet to the floor, become aware of your surroundings. And when you are feeling ready, open your eyes and return fully present. This visualization in Directors of Light is to co-create and manifest the transformation of our planet, giving back to her for all she offers to us. This is God's plan for this planet and all life upon her. So be it.
Okay. And
So it is. Amen and amen. You can have a copy of this visualization and a prayer to cleanse the earth. Visit our website, ourdivineorigin.com. Thank you.
Okay. Christine, can you stop the recording?